The Devotional and Books podcast highlights affiliate partnerships with various companies around the world. Visit my profile link and check out these companies who are offering special discounts on their products. And if you're interested in becoming an affiliate partner, having your business and our church highlighted, contact me at the info provided in the description box. Thank you for connecting back and listening to this podcast. Be sure to hit the follow button to be alerted when a new episode gets posted, and please share this podcast with those who you love and want to encourage. And now, this week's episode, Seeing Your Stature in God. This week's scriptural reference comes from James chapter 2, verses 14 through 17, and I'm reading from the NIV version, that's the New International Version. But I encourage you to read verses 14 through 26 for full context, of course, in your favorite version of scripture. And it reads, "What does it profit, my brethren, if someone says he has faith, but does not have works? Can faith save him? If a brother or sister is naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you says to them, 'Depart in peace, be warmed and filled,' but you do not give them the things which are needed for the body, what does it profit? Thus also faith by itself, if it does not have works, is dead." Question: how tall do you want to stand? I don't know about you, but when I stand tall, it strengthens my posture and makes my presence more profound, confident. I say this a lot because I have found this statement to be so very true. How much we see God depends on how much we allow Him into our lives. For some, our stature and faith is safe, believing in the salvation story, and that's where it stops. Church on special holidays and calling on God only when trouble arises. There's no desire to stand up taller. But then there are those whose stature is tall, wanting more of an intimate relationship with God, wanting to know how God can maximize their lives by stepping up to those very unique assignments that enhance their purpose. Is that you? Prayer, trust, and wisdom are ever-evolving processes of faith, and every day we have opportunities to stand tall in all of these categories. These desires allow us to be submissive and position us for heights in kingdom living. It's what sets us apart, giving us access to supernatural experiences in our faith and relationship with God. One thing I've learned in my relationship with God is, if I want to see more of Him, I have to trust that if I stretch my neck out, so to speak, I have to come out of my comfort zone. I have to decrease so that God could increase in areas needed to achieve that which I have been called to. I have to see His Word more than just a repetitive passage of Scripture, a feel-good affirmation, a Bible story. I have to activate the Word to come alive in my life every day. And so I make the commitment to stand up in my faith because I want to experience all that God has for me. As the reveal becomes more clear, I undeniably know that God and I are in agreement. We are a partnership. Once I get on the other side, I can look back and see my progress. What a boost of self-esteem in my faith and a strong testimony to provide to others that I've been called to. No matter what spectrum you may find yourself, there's always room for growth and opportunity to allow yourself to stand taller in God. My prayer is that this episode would trigger a desire to become more courageous in your next faith step. Continue to strengthen your development in Christian living by checking out other tools of empowerment in the Devotional and Books app, available on the Apple and Google Play stores. Make sure your notifications are turned on to receive special alerts, and I encourage you to make sure you read my guest blog writers' entries for the app series, The Disruptors, kingdom believers who are impacting lives every day through their gifts and talents. I'm Stature, author and app developer of Devotional and Books.